Hi everybody, welcome to Mommy Moments. In this video, I'm going to do 20 things not to say to a pregnant woman. And for this video, I'm going to have Ivan come in and help with it. So he's going to read the questions and I'm going to give you my thoughts on each question.
And these are not in any particular order. But number one, are you sure you're not having twins?
I have actually gotten that quite a bit over the last 2 weeks. Because, being 7 months pregnant and this being my third child, I have big babies. So
along that same lines, number two, you're still pregnant?
Oh my word. I was pregnant with Robert the last month. Every single service, when we would go to church, somebody would ask me, "Your last month, you are miserable. Don't ask anybody that." That's just, no.
Number three, seriously, this isn't your first?
That's just dumb. Just don't ask that. Just
who cares how many we have? Number four, are you sure you're pregnant? You barely are showing.
I actually got that with Robert because I didn't start showing until I was around, I think, 6 months. And a lot of people were like, "No, you don't look pregnant."
She just looked like she'd maybe gained a little bit of weight. That's it. Kind of on the opposite end of that, number five, you look ready to pop. Which we were at a conference this past week, and there was this lady that just could not believe she wasn't about to give birth.
Yeah, she's like, "Well, we have a girl in our church who's 2 weeks away from being pregnant, and it's about the same size." And I'm like, "That's nice. Everybody carries their bumps differently."
And this other woman in their church that was about ready to give birth is probably 4 or 5 inches shorter than Stephanie. Number six, you look miserable.
Oh, why would you ask a pregnant woman, even a mother, that? We don't get much sleep because we're constantly taking care of our other children. Plus, when you're pregnant, you really can't turn over easily.
And I don't think it's a thing of misery, really. You're in pain, you're uncomfortable, but
you have this extra human being growing inside of you. Yes, you're going to look uncomfortable.
Sleep now, because soon you'll never sleep again.
You find ways to sleep, trust me. You sleep when your newborn's sleeping.
Now, this next one annoys me. Let me tell you about my baby story.
Now, I have done that, and every time I realize I've done that, it's like, I shouldn't have done that. Or I'll compare birthing stories to somebody who has given birth around the same time. That, for me, that's okay.
I think it's different when you're sharing stories and maybe somebody else initiates the conversation, but you just go up to somebody and, "Oh, you look miserable. Well, let me tell you about my baby story, my pregnancy story." I think that's a little different than you're actually just sitting down talking with other moms and everybody is sharing. Now, this is unique for us, but after little Debbie is born, you're going to have 3 girls in the house, your poor son and husband.
I can't control that. I know a lady who has 5 daughters, and the last set was twin girls.
And here's the thing, God prepared me for this because I primarily grew up with my mom and my dad, but my mom and my older sister and my younger sister. I got this. Trust me. No poor husband here. This one is kind of unique to us too, because Debbie is due in December, and I don't get this. I kind of do, but just don't ask it. Oh, it's too bad your baby is due around a holiday.
That's just like, yes, I planned it that way. Really?
Well, we kind of did. But here's the thing. I don't know of any family. Like, I have a nephew who was born on December 26th, and his birthday and Christmas are always separate. I've never known a family that has had a kid born around, it's just primarily Christmas, where it's all been lumped together. I mean, I'm sure there are cases, but none that I know of, so just keep that to yourself. This one is beyond ignorant. Looks like the birth control stopped working.
It's like, really? Really?
Yeah.
And actually, my doctor, he didn't say that exact thing with my first appointment because it was the doctor that delivered Lucille. And I think he said, well, were you trying for another child? And it's like, yes. So yeah, don't ask that.
This one, are you sure it's okay to eat that or drink that while you're pregnant? Not alcoholic beverages. We're not talking about that kind of stuff. We're just talking about unhealthy things in general. Disclaimer.
See, and now they're saying, yes, you can drink caffeine as long as you've drank it through the whole pregnancy, then your baby's used to it. And, you know, it's really honestly up to the mother what she wants to eat.
Because when it comes down to it, it's the parents are the ones that have to raise that child. So they are the ones that have to bear the consequences of the decisions that are made throughout the pregnancy. Yeah, we can give our advice, but keep it to yourself. All right, this next one, I'm going to chime in a little bit more on this next one because that irritated the fire out of me. Can I touch your belly?
There was a rule when I was pregnant with Robert. Absolutely no one could touch my belly.
Not even me.
Even.
I had to ask permission to put the hand on my wife's belly to talk to my son. Or if I went to go do it, she would like stop me and then guide my hand to her belly. I had problems with that.
I don't know why I did that. I really don't.
Well, you have to understand, she was pregnant with Robert when we were attending a church with over 700 people in the membership. So there was everybody and anybody that we knew in the church. Oh, can I touch your belly? It wasn't guys, but it was all these women. It's just like, especially old women. No offense. So I think maybe it was kind of a defense mechanism on her part. But come on, I'm the dad. She's fine now about it with me. And with some family members, it's fine. But I've helped break down some of those insecurities. Anyway, I'm not bitter. This I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about pregnancy, period. I never had morning sickness.
I don't care. I do.
With Robert, with all three, it's been different though.
Yeah, with Robert, I had it up until I was about 5 months, and then it came back, I think around 8 months to the end. With Lucy, I just had it for like the first 3 months, and that was it. That was great.
It seemed like Lucy was an easier pregnancy.
Yeah, and then with this one, it's never really gone away.
No.
But the first like 4 months were really bad.
Who cares? Yeah. It's great you didn't have morning sickness. This one. Are you excited about the baby?
No.
Nah. Not at all. It's another human being to eat my food, use up my electricity, something I have to put through college. Yes. We've been excited about every child that we've had. They're a pain, but we love them, and they are a joy to our lives. And this next one kind of goes along with that. And this happened when we were gone this past week. I was taking Robert into the hotel. Stephanie was carrying Lucy, and you could obviously see that she's pregnant. And this guy walks across the parking lot, looks at us and smiles and says, "Good luck." So it's like, good luck with all those kids. It's like, seriously, it's just 3. Like, just 3. I know people with 11 and 12 and 15 and 16 and 19 kids. The Lord equips us for what He gives us.
Yes.
This one, it's like, okay, whatever. Wow, your kids are so close together because you're going to have 3 kids under 4.
Yep.
We got that actually from an ER doctor about a week and a half ago.
And it's just like, it's our lives. We know what we're doing. So if the Lord didn't want us to have a child, He wouldn't have given it to us.
Yeah, pretty much.
So.
This kind of goes to old wives' tales, but you're carrying really low or you're carrying really high. You must be having a insert gender.
And that's, with this one, she started off really low.
This one's all over the place.
I know. She has not made up her mind. I'm pretty sure she's laying sideways right now. So yeah, she doesn't go by the carrying high, because tomorrow she could be carrying really low.
Well, and there's some days where she's almost sticking straight out her belly. And then there's some days where it's just straight across. So yeah, she's kind of all over the place. So, I mean, some of the old wives' tales.
Now with Lucy, I did carry her very high. So I mean, with her and Robert, he was low.
Really low.
Yeah, but with this one, she doesn't really care. She's all over the place.
Number 19. Why do you keep doing this to your body?
I don't even know how to answer that question.
If you watch our video about family planning, we actually kind of talk about this, to where she knows her body, and when she believes and she thinks that she can no longer carry kids, then we will be done. And we're only planning for 4 kids. So that's where she has control over that aspect. So if you don't know your body as a woman, and I know I'm talking from a dude's perspective, but she's taught me a lot, and I've learned a lot just with these 3 pregnancies. But if you don't know your body after 3 kids, then you must not be conscious while you're pregnant. Just saying. Last but not least, and I'm kind of going to lump this into kind of one thought, but you should have your child at home.
No.
Or how about, why don't you try a home birth?
No. I'm not against home births, because I know a lot of people who do them, but for me, no. I will be in the hospital.
Because we got to have them drugs if necessary. Trust me.
With this one, I'm gonna maybe see if I can do it naturally, but I don't know. So yeah.
That's it.
But yeah.
That's all I got. We understand people have good intentions when they ask these questions, but maybe the more videos get put out there, the more this conversation is had with people, maybe people will be a little more sensitive towards how they talk to pregnant women. And I'm even guilty as a dad, as a husband, of saying some of these things when I should be like, I don't know what she's going through. I don't know what it's like to carry a human being inside of my body. I don't know what labor is like at all. So I need to be more sensitive to what she's going through, and I think I've done pretty well.
And that's another thing. Don't brag about how short your labor time was, or how long your labor time was.
Yeah, because it's usually like, oh, that's nothing. I was in labor for such and such a time, or I was so lucky I was in labor for 2.5 hours.
And I know I'm truly blessed with only having really hard labor with both kids for 2.5 hours, and only.
But with Robert, you're about 14 hours in full labor and 23.5 hours in labor with Lucy. But for the first probably 5 or 6 hours of Robert, it wasn't horrible.
And the same with Lucille.
And Lucy, half of it was pretty decent.
Yeah.
But anyway. Be sensitive.
Yes. Yes, because we cry a lot while we're pregnant.
They're already emotional as it is from all the hormonal imbalances, from their body stretching and moving around on the inside to make room for this child inside of them. And if this isn't their first, they're dealing with the other kids at home too. Mm-hmm. And in almost every case, they're doing it by themselves for most of the day because the husband is at work. So just be sensitive. And what's sad is it's other women that do this.
And moms are the worst.
Moms and it's moms that make videos like this for other moms to not do it. And yet and it, I think, also has to do with the generational thing too, because a lot of people that we've encountered, it's been those that have had their kids, and their kids are maybe in their teens, or maybe, you know, even in their preteens or out of the home. So maybe they just forget what it's like to be pregnant and forget how much they hate hearing some of these things. But anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, just be kind to us, and just really think about what you're going to say to a pregnant woman before you say it. And if you're not sure about it, don't say it. So, yeah, that's all we have for you today. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up button. And if you have any comments, comment below and tell us about your birthing experience.
Or if there's other ones that we missed that you've heard, we want to hear about those too.
Yep, and this is just some of them. This is the more common ones.
This is just about 20.
So, yeah, that's all we have for you today. Right. So, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.